watching Local 6, home of ClickOrlando.com. Local 6 News starts now.
What is killing these animals? Pelicans, manatees, and now dolphins are mysteriously dying in the waters off Brevard County. Plus, a statewide shutdown, luck, so to speak, has run out on internet gambling halls across Florida, including dozens here in Central Florida. But first, the feds raid a local house and carry out enough evidence to fill van after van, evidence that they believe is connected to an illegal sports gambling operation. Good evening to you. I'm Eric Von Eyck, and Guard is off tonight.
And I'm Lauren Rowe. Detectives say these men went by all sorts of code names, including Frank the Bank and Roll Tide. Mike DeForest is live outside of the neighborhood on Cantor Club Trail in Longwood. So, Mike, prosecutors say it was an extremely large sports betting operation.
Extremely large, Lauren. Investigators say that these guys were taking in more than $1 billion in illegal sports bets. That's billion with a B. We're talking Las Vegas kind of money here. After gamblers would place their bets on cell phones or on computers, the money would get transferred overseas, but investigators say the entire operation was being run by people right here in the U.S.
Federal agents have spent most of the day raiding the Longwood home of Michael Lawhorn, seizing documents and other potential evidence. Prosecutors say Lawhorn is one of 34 people who ran an illegal sports gambling operation using websites such as Legend Sports, which bills itself as the most respected sports book. According to investigators, these websites are set up overseas, but they say all of the proceeds from the $1 billion sports gambling operation are laundered and then illegally funneled back to people in the United States like Michael Lawhorn. Right now, one of the websites appears to be taking wagers on tonight's Orlando Magic game. Besides placing bets online, prosecutors say gamblers can also phone in their bets.
If you would like to be transferred to our wagering department, please press 4.
When we called the toll-free number, we were soon connected to a live operator in Panama.
Several officers of your company have been arrested today. Who can we talk to about that?
She told us she was unaware that her bosses in the U.S. had been indicted by a grand jury, but claimed the company was still taking bets on various professional and collegiate sporting events.
Now, besides placing bets online or by phone, federal prosecutors say that this operation actually employed a team of bookies who would do face-to-face sports gambling transactions. Lauren?
Incredible how large it was. How long has this operation been in business? Do they know?
At least 10 years, according to prosecutors. And they say this company ran more than 20 different sports gambling websites.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike.
We're following some breaking news right now near Atlanta, where police say a gunman is holding 4 firefighters hostage. This is a video just coming into our newsroom. You can see right there a huge police presence outside this home in Sewanee. That's about 30 miles northeast of Atlanta. Police say that the firefighters were responding to a medical call at this home when the gunman took them hostage. They just announced that the gunman just let one of those hostages go, one of those firefighters. We're working to get more information for you and bring you updates throughout this newscast and, of course, all the time on ClickOrlando.com.
We also have some breaking news in Orange County. Maitland police just told us they have new information surrounding a man who was shot while driving on I-4. It happened last April, and it appears police finally have some clues about a suspect. Samuel Adams says he was driving on the interstate in the Maitland area when a bullet smashed through his windshield and hit him in the chest. Adams survived, but the gunman was never caught. Within the last hour, Maitland police tell us they will hold a news conference tomorrow afternoon. They've also teamed up with Crime Line to offer a $5,000 reward.
Tonight, the signs are going up across the state. Internet cafes closed for business and closed for good. Today, Governor Rick Scott signed a bill banning those gambling halls. Kristen Giannis is live outside one of the cafes in Ocala. And Kristen, let me ask you, a lot of people you talk to upset that these are closing so quickly.
Very upset, and all day and long people have been walking up to Palms Internet Cafe here trying to get in, but the door is locked, and there's that small sign on the front door that says it's closed. Now, it's not just the regulars who are outraged, but the employees are very upset over this, and they feel that this all happened so fast.
I just bought a house and I put all my savings into it, so hopefully I'll find something different.
Ashley Krug just picked up her last paycheck from Palms Internet Cafe in Ocala. Governor Rick Scott shut this place down. Today, he signed a bill that makes internet cafes illegal.
Said one bad apple will do it, that's for sure.
The legislature rushed to ban the cafes, which sell internet time and have casino-style games, after the Allied Veterans of the World scandal. A federal and state investigation found the veterans group made $300 million in profits by operating the machines, but donated about $6 million to charity.
What do the seniors have, you know? Why take their little enjoyment away from them?
Some feel Governor Scott is unfairly targeting legit operations.
They can tax it, you know, and just make it better for everybody. Everybody will still have their jobs. People will still have a place to go.
I did speak with Representative Dennis Baxley. He's a co-sponsor on this bill. He says today is a very positive day. He says that these internet cafes prey on the elderly and people with limited income. And he says that these places provide a lot of opportunities for destroying people's lives. Lauren?
Chris, I'll take it here. What about the other cafes in the area? Have they shut down?
Well, I called around. There are several cafes that have shut down, but there are still some that are open. And I spoke to one of the employees there, and he says they're going to stay open until someone shuts them down. So I'll have more on that coming up at 7.
That could be interesting. We'll see you then, Kristen. Thank you.
The man who shot a 15-year-old girl in the head will have to wait longer to learn his fate. A judge delayed sentencing for Tyrone Mosby to give his attorney more time to argue for a new trial. Mosby was supposed to be sentenced tomorrow. He was convicted last month of shooting Danielle Sampson. Sampson was caught in the crossfire during a shootout between Mosby and another man. She now has severe brain damage. Mosby faces life in prison. The man wanted for cutting off his GPS bracelet after an Easter shooting in Apopka is back in jail. We were there as Apopka police took Wilfred Gregory away this morning. Deputies say Gregory shot and wounded another man at a party, then cut off his monitoring device.
Just in tonight, a big cut to NASA's budget, but the agency could still get enough to launch some exciting new missions. Here is a quick breakdown for you under President Obama's proposed budget that was unveiled today. NASA would get $17.7 billion. That's $50 million less than the agency's funding for 2012. But it is enough to fund the new heavy lift rocket, the SLS, of course, that we're talking about, and also the Orion crew capsule that NASA wants to use in the next chapter of human space exploration. It also gives the money to begin work on a new mission to lasso that thing, an asteroid. This is an artist's rendering of what that would look like. NASA wants to essentially rope in this big space rock, pull it into the moon's orbit, and then use it for research. Amazing.
A woman who claims the former city manager of Fruitland Park sexually assaulted her is now suing the city. That woman, who is also a city employee, claims that Ralph Bowers, seen here, threatened her job if she did not perform sexual favors for him at his home and in his office. Bowers told us back in November he didn't do anything wrong, but he later resigned. The lawsuit claims city officials found out about the relationship in June but did not take any action then. Tonight, 2 Palm Coast children are recovering after they were hit by an SUV pulling a trailer at their bus stop.
The kindergartner and the first grader involved in this, they were standing at their bus stop at Frontier Drive and Fountain Gate Lane when deputies say the SUV just turned a corner and knocked those kids over. Both, fortunately, are going to be fine. The driver was stopped a short time later and told investigators he didn't realize he hit the children. 2 children in Orange County have also been hit by cars this week, so tonight the sheriff is making a plea to drivers to slow down. He just made this public service announcement and posted it on the sheriff's office Facebook page. We're going to show you his message to drivers coming up tonight at 7.
Seminole County deputies say they're broken up. They've broken up a big drug ring. Here are some of the mugshots of more than a dozen people who were arrested. Investigators say the youngest is 18, the oldest 81. Deputies say they were all involved in selling and buying prescription drugs and other narcotics.
Valencia College is celebrating a brand new addition to its campus in Osceola County. Take a look at this 150,000 square feet building. It's called Building 4. It's going to be officially dedicated tomorrow. It cost $35 million to build and is now home to math and science labs, the campus library, the bookstore, cafeteria, and a coffee bar.
Time's running out to get your taxes in on time, but tonight Local 6 has learned that several post offices in Orlando will stay open late on deadline day next Monday to help everyone mail out those returns on time. We've put a list on clickorlando.com. Go to See It on 6. You'll find the link under Wednesday's stories. Up next, some local students are aiming pretty high.
How these bright minds could soon help NASA on a mission to space. Wow. Plus, is it a sign from God or is it just a cracker? What the company behind the symbolic goldfish is now saying about a local woman's cracker. Tom?
Hey, I wouldn't crack on the cracker. You never know. Hey, take a look at rain tonight. We got little speckles of rain happening out here. Tomorrow, I think radar will get more of a workout. I'll explain why and when I believe the rain shows up. See you in a few.
And next, the mystery in the lagoon. Pelicans, manatees, and now dolphins dying in the water. And they're washing up in front of families, what scientists are now saying, in 2 minutes. Remember, you can now get Local 6 News on the go. Download our mobile app. Follow all the news, weather, and traffic in your neighborhood whenever you want.